versus one-on-one.
Next up, stage selection. So, who will our fighters select?
I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But life's been trying me, I
Make
learned all
way
my
for the
lessons.
ninja side.
I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man. If practice makes perfect, then I'm already a veteran. I suffer from defeat, so success is my medicine. Destined for greatness, so you know it. I'm back again, back on my feet
Time
after
for
I fell
battle
dead. Always ready for a fight, never
I'll
back
show you
down.
strong.
I'm fighting for pride, I'm fighting for right.
These two fighters are looking more than ready to lock horns.
I'm ready for a fight when it's on, it's on. I'm charging like a bull when it's on, it's on.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
We've seen you on the scene.
Showtime! Round one. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
Looking style.
Good anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Uncomfortable space. Can they clip each other on the edge? What are they thinking here? Tons of drive and health to work with. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Who's going to break the silence first? Somehow pushes back all the way to nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Nails the parry. Now it's their turn to press buttons. Caught in the cross-up. Taking stock. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Inazaki opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight!
Goes for the jump in. To start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Uses the gauge for a super art. Comes crashing down on them with the Bushin Beast. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Brings out a butt, connects with the throw. Player 2 is barely hanging, crowns him from above. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Special practice. Tutorial. Arcade practice. Combo try.
Time to select a stage.
Vader's Beast.
So who will our fighters select?
Kimberly.
Make way for the ninja star. I'm game it.
Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match.
I'm ready for a fight when it's on, it's on.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now under... Wait, this is Vicious with the play-by-play. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The cross-up's good. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Goes for the super art? Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Life lead opens up. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Are we going to see some hit them with a stop and pop? Combo with the target combo. Uses the target combo as a filler. Tries to catch him out with the arch step. Knockdown and... jumps in. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink for a super art? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move! Taking no prisoners. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close. Back to the character select screen. Must have something planned.
Ninja star.
And I shine under pressure. But life been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every
I'm
day to
game
be a
it. You
better
are.
man. Perfect that I'm already a better man. I suffer from defeat, so
As I
success-
Our fighters have chosen their characters. The battle is just seconds away.
Started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making them mad.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Prepare.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets a chance with that jumping. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 1 chases them down. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Life lead is opening up. But that could still be overcome with smart. Goes for the super art? KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Brushes that off and keeps going. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That drive impact doesn't get through. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Both fighters planning something? Goes with the safe stuff with that target. What'll happen here? dashes forward. Gutsy play with the grab. Player 1 will look a back throw for damage and vital positioning. Oh, this can lead to some big damage. Oh, yo! What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Combo up! Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Goes out of sight. Takes. Catches them out. Medium kick into. Both sides getting ready. Player 2. That's gonna leave him rattled. Here comes the corner pressure. Shrugs that off. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. Looking to switch it up? This is a good chance for a breather.
Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist.
Make way for the Ninja Star.
Be the best, that's my destiny.
Allow
And
you.
I will live forever, that's my legacy. All
right, let's get it.
Smart choice. Keep on going cause you
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight.
started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making them mad.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. Oh, what are these fighters going to do? Shows the overhead. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Combo with the target combo. Neither of them willing to back off here. Taking stock. Blocks it. Goes for the super art. Both fighters are barely alive. A quick breather. They hit each other. There's a change of sides. Quick dashes. In there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Brushes that off and keeps going. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Not much there, going for the super art. Shoryuken, knockdown, and... Oh, says no to the impact. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 needs the forward throw, laying the pressure on things. Will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? No, critical art now? Bad mistake. No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Checks with a medium kick. Shoots off a fireball up close. Decides to go in with the target combo. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Knockdown. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Shoots off a fireball up close. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The super doesn't hit. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Dashes forward. Jumps in. Goes for the jump in. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation. Hits him with a stop and pop. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Changing up the beat with a hidden variable. Not much. It's a good spot to use the super. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Shoryuken. Hits him with a stop and pop. The feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this game. Will this super art do anything? Drive last flame cooks them up good. Drive impact misses. Drive parry. What are they gonna do? Quick dash. Back and eats it. Here comes the corner pressure. Nice fireball. Dragon Lash. They gotta dig down deep. Getting up close and personal. Called it. Excellent read. Oh, they're gonna beat him again. Are you kidding me? Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Target combo into... Shows the medium kick. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Get right in there. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. The grab misses. Knockdown. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They may need to spend some meter here in order to close out this round. Quick dash in. Going in. Throws a fireball. Gets out of there with the backdash. The throw up tap to close it. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum.
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Smart play with the throw. Good work staying in throw range there. Flashes him. Just goes for it at this range. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side. Scrapping it out up close. They must have a game plan here. KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Nothing stops this. Goes with the, uses the gauge for a super art. How that throw did some juicy damage. Hits them with the counter blow. Oh, Kampu, what a smart blow. What now? Player 1 is in a very good connect with the throw. A jump in? Player draws super art incoming. Cashes out on a triple zero. Player 2 with the rhythm owning the passes out the cage right there. Can they use? They are done.
Ken wins.
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Smart play with the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Knockdown. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Holds out with the block. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fire. Life lead opens up. Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Gets him. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want... to establish a rhythm with their ground game, lands a punish counter for the first hit. Box him with a target combo. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Vagabond and sends them flying. Looking for a chance. Smart play with the throw. Play on super art. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Player one, burnout activates. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player one is in a very good spot now. I am the prize. Wraps it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Opens with a fireball. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Target combo into Shoryu. Okay, here we go. Connects with the throw. Takes them up. Player one still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill flatline zone. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Closes the gap. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Knockdown. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Taking stock. Heats it up with a combo into super. That's how you do it. When you've got that super hard gauge, you just gotta use it. That's one huge KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes for the jump in to start the round. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Medium kick. Player two was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. Goes low. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Sneaks in above. Good decision with that throw. Their life is hanging by a thread. Just goes for it at this range. Cashes out on a triple Jinrai. What now? Player two is on track to steal this back after that super. Looking for a hold. Doing some quick planning. The Jinrai gets into perfect fireball range. That was the highest I've ever seen. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Dragon Blast!
Who's going to steal this win? Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Finds the target! And whiffs! They're wide open! Handle with care! You can't drop drive impacts! Takes them up! Bolt! Side getting ready! Oh, yo! Lost super hit! The Senka hit! They're in range! We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Adds a bit of OD spice there! Will this super art do anything? Player Q stands up in a home! The Dragon Blast super hits home! Oh, here we go! All the throw connects! Dangerous! Nothing stops this train! Amazing! Next with the throw! Player 1 needs to take advantage of this cage disparity. Anti-air in the clutch! Can they use their resources wisely to pick up the win here? Take a seat! What a sick punish counters! Player 1 reaches... Looks like we need a quick timeout. Back to the stage select screen.
Training room.
Our fighters will want to pick the appropriate character for this match.
Gotta make my own highlights.
Looks like they want to rethink their choice.
Special online. Practice. Training. Prep for end.
Y'all tired of playing the sidelines. Gotta make my own highlights. It's time to heat up for the fight of
Zangia.
my life. Show 'em what I
Behold
do.
this body of fun.
Brought till I fall.
Training.
Giving my all.
Sure thing.
Got me feeling
Let's
like
dance.
Time to get serious! Are you serious? Time to get serious! This is your last ride! Let's go! Your regret has stopped! Brace yourself! Brace yourself! Yeah! Time to get serious! This is your last ride! Let's go! Your regret has stopped! Time to get serious! This is your last ride! Let's go! Your regret has stopped! Yeah! Locked up. Locked up. Neutralized. Somersault. Locked up. Locked up. Locked up. Locked up. Locked up. versus one-on-one.
Next up, stage selection.
Thunderfoot Settlement.
Are they going to go with their main character?
Make way for the Ninja Star!
Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you was not my psychiatrist. Through a lifetime of strife and
Another mission awaits.
These two fighters are looking more than ready to lock horns.
I'm ready for a fight when it's on, it's on. I'm charging like a bull when it's on, it's on.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
No mercy for you.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Good anti-air. But player one pushes the opponent into the corner. They buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Life lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? Neither of them willing to back, and that attack ends it. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Confirm on the impact. Not a counter, but they'll take it. Had the radar up and running. Just goes for it at this range. Knockdown and big low reaching heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. What a reaction to go air to air. With the cannon spike. There's a change of side. They're going for the super art. That's not gonna hit. What'll happen here? Player one, go out of sight. Jumps. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They couldn't tech the throw. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Grabs and throws them away. The jump in is denied. Player two with the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Very solid corner switch. Player one chases them down. Goes for the super art. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Opts for the throw to close it out. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Rushing attack to start. That's a nice way to get someone's attention. Gets the jump in. Can't tech the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Smart play with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Closes in. Barely blocks the jump in. Their spacing is so on point right now. Crowns them from above. The low's blocked. Player two needs to use the threat of the throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player two with the rhythm owning that space. Oh, yo, raw super here. Pumps the brakes on the impact. The low kick hits. Knew the throw was coming. A single hit will do it. Either fighter can use drive now. What's next? Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Nothing stops this train. Who will come out on top in this final round? Target combo into. Reads the jumping perfectly. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Amazing. Strong super art incoming. What were they thinking? Bushin Ninja Star Strike. This is how the Bushin Ryu roll. What's next? Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Medium kick. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Looking to switch it up? This is a good chance for a breather.
I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man. If practice makes perfect, then I'm already a veteran. I suffer from defeat, so success is my medicine. Destined for greatness, so you know that I'm back again. Back on my feet after I fell down. Always ready for a fight, never back down. At this point, I'm fighting for pride, I'm fighting for life.
Make way for the Ninja Star.
Marisa.
I live for
You ain't
that.
gotta really like me, but you must respect me.
Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
We've seen you on the scene.
Give me your best shot.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what the... try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. What are they thinking here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they put each other on the edge? Knockdown. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. All right. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Player 2 sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Holds out with the block. Very critical point of a super art. That's not gonna hit. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna in there? Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Vagabond and sends them flying. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, puts the super armor to good use. Flies in with a fifth if they're going for the super art. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. There's a change of sides. That's a counter. Super armor! Cold and calculated! What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Quick medium poke. Connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player 2 can't let them... No! This'll break them! Okay, here we go. Meet them in air. Draw super hard incoming. Any throw will win at that range. Are we going to see a comeback here? This is so tense. Crowns them from above. Noticeable life doesn't even... What a finish! Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to seize them coming and shrugs it off with a super armor. This is gonna be bad news. A drive impact. From up above. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Combo with the target. combo. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Box him with a target combo. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Uses the target combo as a filler. Boosts him. Confirm on the impact. Now sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Goes for the jump in. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. A super art? This may be it. Medium kick hit. Going in. Catches out the gauge right there. And fold for the throw. No escaping that. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. What are they thinking here? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Takes a trip. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. The jump in is, will this super art connect? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. Puts the super armor to good use. Closing moments of the match. 1 KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Blocks it. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? What's their game plan? Sees them coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. A super art? Player, that's not gonna hit. Vagabond and sends them flying. Taking stock. Player 1 can't use experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Barely blocks the jump in. Uses the target combo as a filler. What's next? Still scrapping for control of the space. Jumps up. The low. Knockdown and this unleashes some big damage. A real test of nerve. The punish counter gives them a great what a finish. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for solid anti-air. Will this super art do anything? Cooks up some hot and spicy damage with the Bushin beat. And it is on. Raw super art incoming. Come crashing down on them with the Bushin beat. Can they make the most of this? These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. This unleashes a big damage. Looking for a reads the jump in perfectly. Oh, yo! Raw super hit! Catches them out. The Gladius pries them open. It is over! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this. Sees them coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. That's some big juicy damage. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Arcade versus one-on-one.
Next up, stage selection.
Old Town Market.
It's time to select the fighters.
Make way for the Ninja Star!
DJ.
Now that our fighters have chosen their characters, it's time to go. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we... You're going back to the character select screen. Looks like they noticed something not in their favor. Open those shutters. We're ready to fight.
Started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all taking a mad.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a good read on their opponent. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 2 chases him down. All right. Throws him to negate the block. Big low reaching heavy. The low doesn't connect. Taking stock. They're jostling for the dog, brings out the KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Big Kyle hits him with a stopping bomb. Combo with the target combo. Jumps. They can't squander this punish counter chance. A quick breather. Breaks the block with a throw. That throw will do some good damage. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Smart play with the throw. Going in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Dashes forward. Knockdown and... Raw super art incoming. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. What's next? Who will set the bait at this range? Just goes for it at this range. Both sides get perfect execution with the anti-air. Doesn't take the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Scores a big punish counter with that opening drive impact shot. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. That did some serious damage. How's this round going to develop? This is a real back and forth match for some. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Box him with a target combo. Jump! Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Whiffs the throw. Breaks the block with a throw. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Hits them with a vagabond edge. What'll happen here? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Blocks it. Barely blocks the jump on super art. The super doesn't hit. Knockdown and... Smart. Ooh, what a smart blow. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Still slugging it out at KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jumps in. From up above. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Wow, shut down. Still slugging it out here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Let's off a projectile to waste time. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Right lead opens up. Knockdown. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opts to create space to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Gets the jump in, gets the throw, and continues on the offensive. Player 1 will want to get going for the super art. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. What a reaction to go air to air. Manages to block the jump-in attack. What'll happen here? Big difference in life and super. Any mistake now will tries to act quickly but with the attack. Player 2 needs to use the front of the corner. Drive impact misses. That back throw was huge. Jump sets up with the jump in. What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Looking to switch it up? This is a good chance for a breather.
Wait for the ninja star.
Allow you.
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight.
I'm ready for a fight when it's on its own. I'm charging like a bull when it's on its own.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's buy some time to switch up the pace.
Make way for the ninja star.
Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match.
When it's all
How's this match going to shake out? It's going to be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Ooh, is it time to finally bring out the business character?
Make way for the ninja star.
Allow you. DJ. Chun-Li.
I gotta kill them my blessings.
I'll show you the power of my country.
Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match.
I'm ready for a fight when it's on its own. I'm charging like a bull when it's on its own.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Bushinryu.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Goes for the drive rush there. So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Who's gonna make a move? Taking stock. Had the radar up and running. Time's the only thing moving here. Nails the anti-air. Just takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown and player 2 needs to KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Throws a fireball. Hazanshu threw him off with the overhand. Throws them to negate the block. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Fantastic awareness. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They exchange blows. Close range projectile. Misses the grab. Knocked them out of the air. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the clutch anti-air? Stance change. Somehow managed. No! Critical art now! This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Flatline zone. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Goes with the safe stuff with that target card. somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Lots of aggression from both sides. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Feeling out the spacing. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Player 2 chases them down. Serenity Stream takes a trip. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? They need to rely on their instincts here. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looking to wrap this round up quickly. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. Both fighters planning something? They're going for the super art? Comes crashing down on them with the Bushin Beast. What'll happen here? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. There's a change of sides. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Going in? Denied. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Barely blocks the jump in. Big throws. Both fighters planning something? Not much life left, but their drop blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Serenity Stream sets up with the jump in. Solid anti-air. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's the tricky hidden variable? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal goes out of some flatline zone? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Changing. This is gonna hurt. The last round. It's now or never. Crowns them from above. Kazanchu. Getting up close and personal. Player 1 with a solid throw connects. Oh, here we go. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this. Point. A jump. Drops them from the air. They've got about half life left. Nothing stops this train. Jump. What are they gonna do? React with a solid tension there. Perfect execution with the anti-air. What were they thinking? Excellent read. Punish counter sets the table. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Jump! Solid anti-air. Oh my God! Rock super.
Here we go.
The super hit. It's gonna be enough to kill. Perfectly planned. Perfectly executed. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. Looking to switch it up? This is a good chance for a breather.
Make way for the Ninja Star.
It's time to heat up for the fight of my life. Show 'em what I got, cause you know that it's my time. Rock till I fall, boy. Give it my all, boy. Got me feeling like I can fight them all, boy. The time has come, the bell is rung. No weekends here, you know that I'm a star, boy. My blood, sweat, and tears. I've been struggling for years.
Zangya.
Vision myself.
Make way for the instant
And no.
What I see,
Try to lead.
in the mid. A real freedom fighter.
All right, let's get it.
Everybody know that I always keep it real.
I'll show you strong.
Keep pushing still. Recognize I'm a champion.
Another mission awaits.
These two fighters are looking more than ready to lock horns.
Started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all taking a minute.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
We've seen you on the scene.
No mercy for you.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Perfect air-to-air. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Goes for the throw. All right. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Combo with the target combo. It's a normal hit, but they get in there.
Spiral arrow! Cannon spike!
Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Quick drop! Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Very critical point of the match with full drop tap to close it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. That's a counter. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Just goes for it at this range. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They're going for the super art. Comes crashing down on them with the Bushin Beast. Knockdown and sets up with the jump in. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. This is a critical moment. Both sides getting ready. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. We're finally ready to begin this long. Charges forward. Throws him. What's next? Closes the gap for the grab. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Goes for the command grab. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Brushes off the impact. Grabs them. Takes a trip. Gets the jump in. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Life lead opens up. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Cannon spike!
Here we go! They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? With the throw. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. They return to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Charges forward. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 1 will need the burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive loop. This is a very precarious situation. Cannon spike! Bomb critical. What's gonna happen? Gets the critical out. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they're gonna think of a follow-up. What now? Player, this is gonna hurt. Taking chunks out of each other here. Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Checks with a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Plays a super art. Carried to the corner. This may be faster. Clutch anti-air. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on Finn. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Both avoiding flatlines though. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. We are going back to the character select screen. Looks like they noticed something not in their favor.
Cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you was not my psychiatrist.
Think you could break my defense?
Be the best, that's my company. And I'm a live
Our fighters have selected their characters, and they're ready for business.
they gon' label me. When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
I'll take on all of you! Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Starts with a jump in. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Feeling out the spacing. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. The jump in catches them. Goes for the jump in. Sneaks in above. Confirm on the impact. Not a counter, but they'll take it. Player 1 needs to use the cut of the corner here. Both fighters planning something? Just goes for it and just in there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Looking to switch it up? This is a good chance for a breather.
Break my defense. Behold this body of work!
Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the command grab. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Gets a good read on their opponent. Not shy with the grab. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. The big play does it. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Reads them. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Knockdown and just goes for it at this range. Goes for the jackhammer, wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Hold your breath. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Punish is there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. Reads them. Neither of them willing to back off here. Projectile to try and change the situation. Not shy with the grab. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Nice solid counter. Combo with the target combo. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Both fighters planning something? Still slugging it out at this range. Checks him with the boom. Sonic boom. A parry? Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Looking to plant him with a pile drive. What? Thunderstorm? Get that stanky footsie out of here. Can they create an opportunity for themselves on Super Art? Wrecks them! What'll happen here? Time to reassess. They're going for the Super Art. Both of them back off. They may be prepared. Will their Super Art do anything? Amazing! What whiffs! They're wide open! Closing moments of the match. What? That's gonna leave them rattled. Oh, they got him! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Sneaks in above. Gets the jump in. Grabs him. Was well in range to score the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Goes for the command grab. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Stops the attack by using the drive parry. Reads them. They don't need to. Looking to plant him with a pile drive. Going in. Checks him with the boom. A little too greedy there. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both fighters are barely hanging in there, but someone's got to put something in there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Okay, they trade hits. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Drive gauge man just goes for it at this range. Opts for the strike, ender for the damage. Looking for something after? Player 1 is working with a better game. What? Thunderstorm? Get that stanky footsie out of here. Clutch, anti-air. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Player 1 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Life lead is there. They're going for the Super Art. Both sides getting ready. Will their Super Art do anything? What's next? Looking for a hold. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Hugs nothing but air. Finds the target. Gets carried to the corner. Perfect execution with the anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. The low. Oh, here we go. Drops him hard. Great headbutt. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. What are they gonna do? Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Both sides, risky play, but it pays off. And heats the oven. Watch for the mix-up. It's nothing but air. Big gauge difference here. And both big time whip. Looking for a hold. It is over. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Sonic boom. Jumps up. Checks him with the boom. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They were ready for the air attack. Asks to be let out of the corner, but it's a no. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Takes a trip. Sonic Boom. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Who will use their drive? They're going for the super art? Showing some real tenacity. Checks him with the boom. In there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Dashes forward. Scrapping it out up close. Jumps. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Jumps up. Sonic Boom. Oh, could be the start of something. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. The engage on super art? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Out of range. Relatively safe. Unfazed by the switch and block. Player 1 is working with a better game. What big time whiff! Checks him with the boom. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Looking for a hole. Closing. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Wrecks them! They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Ooh, is it time to finally bring out the business character?
Make way for the Ninja Star! Make way!
All right, let's get it.
I gotta kill them my blessings.
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
We've seen you on the field!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to beat out the jump? Goes for the throw. What are they thinking here? Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. All right, what's coming up next? With the life gap opening up, they need to goes for the super art? Opt for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Life lead opens up. Drive rush to keep it going. It's a good job of pushing back. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. So little life left. Sandblast. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Opts to create space to start. Are we going to hit them with a stopping ball? Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage, scrapping it out up close. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now, just goes for it at this range. Both fighters planning something? Zones with the fire. Sandblast! Oh my god, they just finishes with the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Vagabond and sends them flying. To throw with a super art? That's not gonna hit. The impact doesn't do anything. They're going for the super art. Player 1 connects with the throw. A quick brief experiencing burnout. Player 1, all the throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides getting ready. What are they gonna do? Check with a sandblast. Pokes with a kick.
Goes all in with the uppercut.
Throws him. Amazing.
Yo, critical art now. Bushin Ninja Star Slicer. This is how the Bushin Ryu rolls.
Gets the corner switch. It might be some time. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player 2 clinches the win.
But that could have been anyone's game.
No way we could have found that. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Jumps up. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues. Cuts off the escape route. They want to deny them as much as possible to maximize their damage. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before he goes for the super art? Throws him. What's next? Player 1 chases them down. Life lead is there. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opts to create space to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Breaks the block with a throw. Both fighters planning something? Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Knockdown and... looking for a chance. Goes for the jump in.
Just goes for it at this range.
The super doesn't hit. Going in? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What'll happen here? Connects with the throw.
Here we go.
What were they thinking? Their life just brushes that off and keeps going. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Jumps! Quick medium poke. Dangerous range here. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home.